One starry night, Aladdin was wandering in the desert, chasing the cool evening breeze. As the clock struck midnight, something extraordinary happened. A whimsical market appeared out of nowhere, glowing with colorful lanterns and bustling with excitement. Curiosity sparked in Aladdin's eyes, and he couldn't resist exploring this magical place. As Aladdin strolled through the market, he saw stalls selling enchanted carpets, talking animals, and shimmering potions. Each vendor had a unique story to tell. Among them, he noticed a small, teary-eyed child named Zara, who seemed lost and scared. Aladdin's heart went out to Zara, and he crouched down to talk to her. "Hi there, I'm Aladdin. Are you lost?" he asked gently. Zara nodded, wiping a tear from her cheek. "I can't find my family. They were here just a moment ago." Determined to help, Aladdin took Zara's hand. "Let's find them together," he said confidently. They began their search, weaving through the enchanting stalls. They passed by a fortune teller, who smiled and told them, "Sometimes, what you're looking for is closer than you think." With renewed hope, they continued their quest. Along the way, they encountered a mischievous monkey who tried to snatch Zara's hat. Thinking quickly, Aladdin used his charm to calm the monkey and retrieve the hat. Grateful, Zara smiled and hugged Aladdin. After what felt like an eternity, they heard a familiar voice calling Zara's name. It was her family. Overjoyed, Zara ran into their arms. Aladdin felt a warm glow of accomplishment. Before disappearing back into the desert sands, the market gifted Aladdin a small, magical trinket as a token of gratitude for his kindness. As the market vanished with the last stroke of midnight, Aladdin knew that the memory of the midnight market and the joy of reuniting Zara with her family would stay with him forever.
Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there was a kind and beautiful girl named Cinderella. She lived with her wicked stepmother and two stepsisters who treated her very badly. They made her do all the chores and never allowed her to have any fun. Despite the hardships, Cinderella remained gentle and optimistic. One day, the king announced a grand ball at the royal palace. All the young ladies in the kingdom were invited, and Cinderella's heart filled with hope. But her stepmother forbade her from going and destroyed her dress. Heartbroken, Cinderella went to the garden and cried. Suddenly, her fairy godmother appeared. With a wave of her magic wand, she transformed Cinderella's rags into a dazzling gown and her worn-out shoes into glass slippers. A pumpkin became a beautiful carriage, and mice turned into horses to pull it. Before she sent Cinderella off to the ball, the fairy godmother reminded her that the magic would wear off at midnight. At the ball, Cinderella captivated everyone, especially the prince. They danced all night, and Cinderella felt true happiness. But as the clock struck midnight, she had to flee, leaving behind one glass slipper. The prince, determined to find the mysterious girl who had stolen his heart, searched the kingdom with the slipper, proclaiming he would marry the one it fit. Cinderella's stepsisters tried to squeeze their feet into the slipper but failed. Cinderella, with her heart pounding, tried on the slipper, and it fit perfectly. The prince and Cinderella were soon married and lived happily ever after. Cinderella's journey to happiness was not easy, filled with hardship and obstacles from her stepfamily. Yet, through kindness, courage, and a bit of magic, she overcame all obstacles and found joy. The story of Cinderella reminds us that no matter how difficult life may seem, goodness and perseverance can lead to a happy ending. On a serene night, under the glow of the full moon, Mulan was awakened by whispers from the past. The spirits of her ancestors had gathered to deliver an urgent message. "Mulan, brave warrior, we need you once more," the eldest spirit echoed through the room. With a heart full of honor and a spirit ready for adventure, Mulan listened intently. Her quest was to retrieve the sacred lotus, a mythical flower that held the power to protect her village from an impending darkness. The journey would be fraught with challenges, but Mulan's bravery was legendary. As she ventured into the enchanted forest, the shadows danced around her, and the night creatures whispered secrets. Her first challenge appeared. A river that roared with a fierce current, impossible to cross. Mulan approached the edge, her eyes catching sight of glowing pebbles beneath the water. Realizing they formed a hidden path, she leapt skillfully from stone to stone, reaching the other side safely. Deeper into the forest, a mist rolled in. Within it, the figure of a wise old owl emerged. Young warrior, to proceed, you must answer this riddle. What can fly without wings? Mulan pondered, and then it hit her. Time, she answered confidently. The owl nodded and disappeared, the mist lifting to reveal a clear path. Her final challenge came when she encountered a fearsome dragon, guarding the sacred lotus. One quiet night in the small village of wooden houses and cobblestone paths, Pinocchio was fast asleep in Geppetto's workshop. Suddenly, a soft, shimmering light filled the room. Pinocchio rubbed his wooden eyes and saw a glowing moonbeam reaching out to him. As he stepped closer, the moonbeam began to speak. Pinocchio, we need your help. Pinocchio, curious and a bit nervous, agreed to follow. The moonbeam whisked him out the window and into the night sky. As they soared above the village and into the forest, the moonbeam explained, a group of toys have lost their way and need to find their way back home before dawn. They soon landed in a clearing where a group of worried toys were gathered. There was Teddy, the brave teddy bear, Lily, the graceful ballerina doll, Max, the clever toy robot, and Rusty, the shy toy car. Pinocchio greeted them warmly. Hello friends, I'm here to help. Teddy stepped forward. We're lost, Pinocchio. We just want to find our way back home. Pinocchio nodded and assured them, don't worry, we'll find the way together. The group set off through the forest, encountering many obstacles along the way. They had to cross a rickety bridge, solve the riddle of a talking tree, and navigate through a maze of flowers. With each challenge, the friends worked together, sharing ideas and supporting one another. As they journeyed, Pinocchio noticed Rusty lagging behind. He went back and asked, "What's wrong, Rusty?" The little toy car replied, "I'm not very fast and I don't think I'm helping much." Pinocchio smiled warmly. "Everyone has a special talent, Rusty. You have to believe in yourself." Just then they came across a wide river. Max's mechanical body was too heavy, and Lily's ballerina shoes were too delicate. Rusty suddenly sped up and declared, "I can help." He used his sturdy wheels to find a safe path across some stepping stones. The friends cheered and crossed the river one by one. Finally, they reached the edge of the forest as the first light of dawn began to break. The toys' home, a small wooden toy chest, was in sight. They all hugged each other, grateful for the adventure that had brought them closer. Pinocchio felt a warm glow inside his wooden chest. "Thank you for showing me what friendship really means," he said. The moonbeam reappeared, now shining even brighter. "You've done well, Pinocchio. Remember, a true friend is always honest and kind." With that, Pinocchio was gently carried back to Geppetto's workshop, where he returned to his slumber. As he closed his eyes, he knew he had made friends for life and had learned the invaluable lesson of honesty and friendship.